Okay, so now I'm wiring up into this thing the 8 gauge and this fuse. Okay, and then that's obviously the 8 gauge for the power for the amp. So it comes from this positive battery through this one, through the fuse, through that one, and into the amp. So yeah, okay, so there we go, there's the 2 fuses. I think that looks pretty good. That's how they're going to look, and as you can see, the amp's going to be right here, so it's going to be packed in, so it's going to look pretty good. There's all the wires coming out the back and the screws, so it doesn't really matter. I've got enough 0 gauge there to reach the amp. This isn't going to reach the battery though, so I'm just going to solder that to it. So that's going to be lots of fun. We'll do something there, probably solder, heat shrink and everything, so whatever. I soldered all that together. Now, like, I know it looks ugly as fuck, but that thing, there's so much solder in there, and like, it's not going anywhere. I mean, there's no strain on it, it's just got to sit there with the battery. So anyway, it's so much solder in there, and I've taped it heaps. So anyway, that thing is not going anywhere. There we go, so the fuse is done. Some of the holes, I had to get the Dremel in there and just do all the holes just a little, because the paint got in there and made them thicker and the wires didn't fit through. But now they're all ready to go. As you can see, it's pretty shiny. Yeah, spare tyre is out. And so just soldered together the 2 bits of 0 gauge I had. So we've got the silver, what brand was this? Silver Stinger or something? Aero Pro, the silver Aero Pro, and the copper response. So that's great. Obviously I wouldn't have done that if I didn't have to, but this shit's $20 a metre, so I would have had to go and buy about 5 metres worth. I'm not spending another $100. So anyway, that's soldered just like the other one. Ugly, but you know, it ain't going anywhere. It's only got to sit under the seat anyway. There you go. Okay, well, there we go, the Hifonics amp, the little guy, and the fuses. Okay, and I've wired it all up except for the positive. Now the battery is not in here, and I'm just going to be wiring this big thick 1 gauge up to this 8 gauge, okay, which runs through the fuse and everything, so it's all good that way. And there's still the 300 amp fuse up the front near the battery, so it's all fused and everything's fine there. Wires are in, and it'll just mean that for the next few weeks, while I don't have any bass, I'll at least have 6x9's. I might, once I've installed the battery, wire up the 400 watt amp that was powering the DD and the Liberty, and then I might use one of the Earthquakes in the same box, so I have a 12 in here. See how that goes. But anyway, I'm just about to hook this up, and once it's just hooked up, I'll push it back and then we can have a listen. So you can pretty much see where it's going to all happen. Yeah. Okay, well, there we go. And obviously the big amp will be there one day. Hopefully in the next 3 weeks it'll be there. So anyway, I got my 6x9's going now. Let's have a listen. Sounds better than it did. Well, without store speakers only. Yep. Anyway, I haven't tuned that amp at all. I've got the gain on about 15%. So they're hardly doing anything at the moment. They're brand new speakers, so I'm going to wear them in a little. Anyway, even on 15% they're as loud as the doors are, if not probably louder. So anyway, there's that. That's installed now. I've taken off the whatsies that were on the seats here, the lights. Don't ask me why these are broken. They already were when I bought it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So soon I'll be installing the dual battery isolator and battery, probably in a day or two. I just can't find anywhere to put the actual thing. So yeah.